I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. The 20. 10. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hey, all right. Round 80. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch tight end. Everyone come.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go one more. What's up? 52, right 52. You got red, 80? You got nothing. Shut.
Now Fournette. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Gordon. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. This is Harris. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw is Darnold. Looking long for Westbrook. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Step 180, block 15.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Swift, the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Jaguars 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, 10. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And
that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Badgley on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Darnold. Completes it to Lee. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Harris. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold down to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Darnold. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Hey, exit.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold, he's got the hook up to Lee. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
180! 180! Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Gordon on first down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Chargers.
Like that. 380. Hey, tight. Watch time. Tight and right.
On first down, Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 29, Darnold. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On first and 10, Darnold. He completes it to Westbrook. 23 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Again, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. On first down, it's Darnold. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Step 180, round 80. Let's go, D, let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Darnold on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Check 3. Man, 80.
To the air again, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side is so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.